Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. So today we're going to cook some fantastic food and we're going to mispronounce a lot of words. What we're making today is Galley Mirch. So translated, that means black pepper chicken. Right now I have about 4 cups of water getting ready to boil behind me, and we're going to have to add some stuff to that. So let's get it chopping. So what we're going to add to that is about 1 decent sized sweet onion. And you don't have to finely mince this because this is going to end up being the base of our sauce. So it's going into the Vitamix. Today we're utilizing the, I just went blank, prep, something. Forgot the name of that damn thing. Today we're utilizing the prep deck to keep everything together. Okay, into that boiling water with the onions is going to be about 10 to 12 cashews. And here's where you can play with the heat. So my family doesn't like heat for just heat's sake. This black pepper chicken is going to take a lot of black pepper. So a lot of our heat's going to come from there. If you want to spice it up a bit, well, this is where you're going to add a chili pepper. And since, like I said, we don't like heat for heat's sake, I'm going to go with a poblano here. We're going to get pepper flavor in there, but not a heck of a lot of heat. But if you want to spice this up, throw in a couple serranos. Use some Thai chili peppers. Whatever fits your fancy. Poblano is just about a step above a bell pepper as far as heat goes. And we're just going to roughly chop this. As I said, it's going to eventually go into the Vitamix, which could turn an iPhone into a sauce. So yeah, I'm not really worried about the size of these too much. Now we're just waiting on that non-watched pot to boil. I'll be damned, it worked. It's boiling. So in goes our peppers, our onions, and our cashews. We're going to let those sit in there for about 7 to 8 minutes. All right, so what I've done so far is I've got 4 cloves, whole cloves of garlic in here. I have 4 cardamom seeds. So they come like this. You can get them from Amazon. Maybe if you have an Asian or international grocery around you, you can get it from there too. And also I have an inch of cinnamon in there. It doesn't look like an inch, but I took a 2-inch piece. I attempted to cut it with a knife. It exploded, so I took half of that and put it in there. Next thing we're going to do is get our ginger garlic paste together. So we need about 2 tablespoons of this. So I have my mortar and pestle here. So I'm going to get about a tablespoon of ginger in there. That looks a tablespoonish. I'm going to get a tablespoon of garlic in there, minced garlic. I'll probably go heavy on that. You know we like the garlic here. Yeah, that looks like about a tablespoon. Or 3. I'm going to utilize my mortar and pestle to pastify it. This is really therapeutic. There's a couple things that work today that sort of bug me a little bit. Just put my problems in here and pastify them. Alexa, stop. Okay, it's been the 7 minutes, so now what I'm going to do is turn off the heat and then strain out my onions, peppers, and cashews, and they're going in here. Holy shit. Oh, those are very hot on the feet. those disasters out of the way, I'm sure the rest of the video shoot will go perfect. All right, so I got my onions, my peppers, and my cashews in the Vitamix, getting ready to be made into a paste. We'll just seal that and let that go, and we'll get all the rest of our ingredients ready. So when we are done making that in the paste, we can whip right through this. So for the chicken, we were going to use boneless, skinless chicken fry. So for the chicken, we're going to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs because I love them and they're delicious. And that's probably why I love them. So we're just going to cut these into some bite-sized chunks. By the way, I got just under 1.5 pounds here. All right, so we need about a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, unflavored. Okay, so I said before that the heat is going to come from the black pepper, and you might have raised an eyebrow. Well, here's that point. So what we're going to do is take an entire tablespoon of peppercorns. We're going to put them in our mortar and pestle here. Now, if you want to tamp down the heat a little bit, then you can use probably about a 1/2 tablespoon of freshly, or not even freshly ground pepper, just ground pepper out of the container that you normally use. After it's been exposed to air for a while, it's going to be a lot less pungent. If you have a container of like this, ground black pepper, that's what you'd use. But we're trying to skirt the line in between authentic and the girl's not killing me for making it too spicy. So I got them in there, got my mortar and pestle. Now we're going to crush those puppies. Now you don't need this into a fine powder, but you want to get these small enough to where you're not going to get them stuck between your teeth and go insane for the next 1.5 hours. Or maybe you would figure out within the first 1.5 hours that you need a toothpick or a water pick or something like that, and maybe I'm just slow. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now, we're done with the mortar and pestle, but we'll just leave that in there until it's time to pour in there, and something else goes in at the same time. Probably something you just don't have hanging out in your pantry unless you're a lunatic like me, and it's time for some mispronunciation, some kasuri methi, okay? And what that is, the dried fenugreek leaves. Maybe pronounced right, maybe not. So a tablespoon of that is going in at the same time as a tablespoon of these crushed peppercorns. So we'll just go ahead and add it to that pestle. So when it's time, we have everything ready to go. Also need a tablespoon of lemon juice. I normally use a fresh lemon, don't have them around today, so do always keep the lemon juice around just in case. We'll pour this into one of our containers here. And a little bit for Mr. Happy. We're also at some point going to need a teaspoon of honey. I'm just going to have this off to the side and eyeball it, because if you don't have kids and you want to experience frustration, then attempt to put a teaspoon of honey into a measuring cup and then put it into your little cup that you're going to have to prep it, and then transfer that into your mixture and actually have any honey left. Yeah, that'll drive me crazy. So we'll just have the honey sitting out ready to go. We're also going to need a 1/4 cup of heavy cream ready. There we go. And a little bit, yeah, it's almost gone. Let's just use what's left. Can't be too creamy. And at that same time that we add the heavy cream, we're going to need to add some garam masala. So about a 1/2 teaspoon. We'll just go ahead and add that to our heavy cream now so it's ready to go. Okay, so the last thing to do for us before we turn around and are at the stove the rest of the time is to get our onion, pepper, cashew mixed together and turn it into a paste. So Vitamix will make quick work of that. All right, Now, before I turn around and start getting this together, I'm going to get about 3 cups of rice and 4 cups of water together in the Ninja / Instapot / air fryer, because that's the way we love to cook rice. You cook it at high pressure for 2 minutes. Of course, it takes a while for it to build up to the pressure, so it takes longer than 2 minutes. It cooks at high pressure for 2 minutes. Then you turn it off, you let it set for 10 minutes, and then you vent it off. It is incredible. The rice comes out great every time, and it's incredibly easy to clean. I have an Instant Pot also that I can cook rice in. It has a rice button. Put your rice in, put your water in, hit the rice button. When it beeps, you're done. But it's a lot tougher to clean out. So I like to do it in the Ninja. So I'm going to get the Vitamix out of the way and unplugged, get the Ninja up here, and get the rice going, and then it'll be time to start making our black pepper chicken. One more thing about the rice. I mentioned it before in a previous video. If you love rice like I do, this Lundberg Family Farms long grain rice is incredible. Does it cost a little bit more? Yes. Do I have to order it from Amazon because I can't find it locally? Yes. So I get 6 of these bags for like 42 bucks. But is it worth it? If you want great food, absolutely it is. Okay, it's time to start this, get this going. Medium-high heat, veggie oil. Gonna go between 3 and 4 tablespoons in here, because we got to cook up that that onion pepper cashew mixture. We got to fry our chicken, so need a good amount of oil in there. Now we're gonna let that heat up until it starts to shimmer. It is just starting to simmer, so in goes the whole cloves, the cardamom pods, and the cinnamon stick. Get those into the oil there. Move them around a little bit. Yep, start to smell that. Now in goes our onion pepper cashew mixture. And we're going to let that go for about 10 minutes, stirring frequently. Take that down to medium heat. All right, so it's been 10 minutes. Now in goes our garlic ginger paste mixture, and it'll cook for about 2 minutes. Oh, instantly the smell has got way more intense and more delicious. Okay, so the ginger garlic paste has been in for 2 minutes. Now we're going to crank that heat up to high and add the chicken and stir it frequently and cook this for about 8 minutes. All right, now we've turned the heat down and it's time for the Greek yogurt. Get that stirred in and cook it for about 3 minutes. All right, so the yogurt's been cooking for about 3 minutes in there. Now goes in the coriander and cumin. And we're going to throw a little bit of salt and pepper in there. Wow, another significant change in the aroma. We're going to let that go for about 3 minutes. All right, now in goes about a half of a cup of water and a teaspoon of black pepper powder. Not the stuff that we did in the mortar and pestle, but even more black pepper. Remember, this is called black pepper chicken, or Murgh, Galley, Mirch, if you want to horribly mispronounce it, like I'm sure I just did. Okay, I've got my heat pretty much down to low at this point. Now we're going to cover it and let that chicken get tender for a few minutes. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Now we're going to add another half cup of water. Get that stirred in. All mixed and even consistency throughout. And again, cover and let that cook for a little bit. Okay, so we got the naan in the oven now. That's about 5 minutes away. The rice is venting, so now is the time for the final steps. So now we add that teaspoon of honey. We add our lemon juice. From our pestle, we add our mushed peppercorns and core methe, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing, and then our heavy cream and garam masala. Get all that in there, make it good and creamy. Now we're going to mix that up. Cook this for about a minute. Once we get it all mixed up and it's been in there for a minute, then we're going to take it off the heat. Oh, the smell coming off of this is amazing. I'm just going to put the lid on that, turn the heat off, and let that sit there until my naan is ready. All right, if you like what you saw today, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button. Is there something that you'd like to see us cook? Write it down in the comments. Is there something, have you made this dish before and there's something different that you do? Put that in the comments also. We always love the comments. Okay, so I've got it in here in my bowl over rice. Got a little bit of naan with me. So let's give this a try. Oh. Oh, delicious flavor. The pepper in there, the way we crushed it with the mortar and pestle, gives it just a little bit of texture. It isn't hard to chew. It isn't stuck in my teeth or anything. But yeah, that gave it a little bit of fire there and a great texture. The taste is out of this world. This is definitely something you should try. So, oh, nailed it. All right, definitely try this. So, until we see you next time, loyal viewers, fair winds and following seas.